Tools and Twisties, precision tools and performance cars. What's this, an empty workbench? Yep, today we're going to do a little bit different video. I've been promising a full toolbox tour of my Icon toolbox, but honestly I've been chasing perfection, keep rearranging things, adding tools, moving tools to different places, and I decided it's time to just show work in progress rather than waiting for perfection, because I'm not sure I'll ever achieve perfection with my toolbox layout. We did a toolbox tour, a couple of them actually, of this US General full bank service cart. It is a great box and I love it. 2001 turbo in the background, by the way. But this Icon box I picked up a few months back, and I've been working on getting it laid out in a way that really works for me, trying a bunch of different toolbox organizers. And I'm going to show you a little bit of where I'm at and let me know what you think. We'll start with the drawer everybody loves to see, the money drawer. This is mostly ratchets and sockets. This is just a small selection of ratchets that I have. These are sort of my initial go-to ratchets. We got a Ghidorah 1/2 inch and a Koken 1/2 inch and a snap-on 3/8 flex and a couple more Kokens and a little snap-on 1/4 inch. Those are my primary ratchets if I just want to grab something real quick. But let's talk about the sockets a little bit more. Over here, these are on Ernst Socket Boss rails, which I really like. They work well. We're going to do a much more comprehensive video on toolbox organizers, but I'll name a few out as we're going through it. But yeah, the Socket Bosses are great, and we have a set of Icon 1/2 inch deep in the back, and then we have some Koken surface drives here, also in 1/2 inch, and I think these go from 10 to 32. And then a set of snap-on 16 points, also from 10 to 32 on these rails. This is a set of Koken 1/2 inch nut grip sockets, which hold the bolts of the nuts in place. Really nice. Enjoy those. And then we move to 3/8 inch sockets. More Koken. Koken deep surface drives. And then we have a set of snap-on 3/8 and a set of Koken Zeal 3/8. The Zeal are their super low profile sockets. Really nice. Koken makes some wonderful tools. And we're going to do some Koken videos in the near future as well. And then a set of Koken nut grips also in the 3/8. And you can see with the nut grips there's a little spring-loaded ball bearing in there that holds your fastener in place, your bolts in place. They're really good for getting things started and not having bolts and nuts drop into bad places. Then of course these are the whole Socket Boss set will come out, or you can take out an individual rail if you want. Doing everything with one hand is a little bit more difficult, but you can pull the rail out and take it where you want it. And then in the back we have a set of Tekton 1/2 inch. This is a pretty comprehensive set, goes from 10 to 38 millimeter, and these are on Toolbox Widget organizers. Toolbox Widget organizers are really, really good if you have a set that doesn't sort of fit on some sort of predefined rail, maybe too big for the Socket Boss, but you can do whatever you want with them. You can mix 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/8, all in a single row. They interlock. They lock magnetically onto it. Really, really top quality stuff. This is a Westling organizer, and these are new to me, and honestly, I love them. They are awesome. This is a set of Koken 3/8 inch deep and standard on the Westling trays, and I have some more Westling trays. Capri resells the Westling trays as well. You know, not the cheapest socket tray out there, but really, really nice. But you know, these have a predefined number of slots on them. And for instance, if you have, you know, an oversized set like this Tekton 1/2 inch in the back, you're not going to really be able to fit it even on the 1/2 inch version of this. So that's where the Toolbox Widget really shines. More Toolbox Widget. These are all adapters here. And then over here we have a bunch of Koken specialty stuff. These are some Koken Flex and Double Flex. And we'll be doing a video on these shortly as well. These things are just awesome. They're all balled universal joints, and this one's a double joint, and we have it in 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4 inch, and then with the single joint 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4 inch. And then a couple of the Koken spinners in 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4 inch, sensing a theme there. Going back to the sockets over here, I think we talked about the Koken nut grips. Here's the nut grips and the Koken Zeals. And then I have these Easy Red organizers. This is a set of snap-on 3/8 inch deeps, and then Icon 3/8 inch mid-lengths. and then another set of snap-on 3/8 inch normal lengths. And I really like these easy red organizers because you can just pick them up, take them with you. If you're not sure what size you need, grab a socket wrench and a rail, and away you go. And they're really great. And they store well in the box, and they're good for taking with you. I mean, the limitation with them is that they're a certain size, and you can fit a certain number of sockets on it, and you often will end up with too many sockets or not enough to fully finish the rail. But nevertheless, really good. On this side over here, we have our specialty stuff. These are, this is all metric in here, by the way. We have the hex deeps. These are Crom extra deep sockets. These are pretty cool. We did a video covering these fairly recently. You can use them sort of like as a built-in extension or for super deep bolts. Come in very handy. These, another Socket Boss rail here, and you can see over here we have triple squares. If you work on German cars, you're going to run into a bunch of triple squares, and there's a full triple square set, and then a full metric hex set, non-deep, non-ball end. And then these here are Torx Plus fasteners, which I've been finding more frequently on some of my cars. And then a set of Torx fasteners. And then a set of E-Torx sockets. Those are external Torx. Those come in handy when you need them, you need them. Some spark plug sockets in the back, and a set of snap-on hex sockets here. These are another set of new sockets. These are Crom 3/8 inch universal joint sockets. I did a review covering these fairly recently as well. Quite nice. This rail is pretty much all screwdriver type bits. Then this is all 1/4 inch in here. So this is another set of Koken, beautiful Koken sockets. These are their surface drive deeps. And the Koken surface drive sockets are designed to both work on damaged fasteners and also fasteners that you don't want to mar up. They tend to grab on the flats instead of the corners. So they're really nice if you have an exotic car and you don't want to damage bolts, or you have titanium bolts, or you have anodized bolts, or you just have damaged bolts. These surface drive Koken sockets, really, really nice. This is the deep set. This is a set of Koken Zeal sockets, and the Zeals are just super small, super thin. You can see, like, you put the Zeal socket on a Koken ratchet, and you have super low clearance. Very nice tool. And then this is a set of Koken E-Torx in really small sizes. Actually, I didn't realize how small they were when I bought them, but eventually I'll find a use for them. And then this is a set of Astro universals in 1/4 inch. Astro makes some great tools as well. We've covered them in some of my videos as well. And then this is sort of my 1/4 inch daily use set of snap-ons in deep. And I think these are just Craftsman's in the shallow. So that's my socket drawer. I'll give you another quick overview. All kinds of different organizers for different purposes. Toolbox Widget works great. Easy Red works great. Ernst Socket Boss works great. The Olsa tools trays work great in certain circumstances. These WorkPro magnetic things work great. And of course the Westling machines, all really, really nice socket holders. And that is the socket drawer. Going down one drawer, this is my ratchet drawer, and this thing keeps getting reorganized because I have way too many ratchets, and this is only a part of my ratchet collection, but I'll give you the quick overview and then I'll go over things. My latest iteration of organization is using these Harbor Freight magnetic mats, which are hard to find, but really, really nice. And I was lucky enough to pick them up before when they were 20 bucks on sale for 15 bucks. Now they're 25 bucks and you can't really find them. But that and just some Harbor Freight magnetic rails, the cheap $5 on sale for $2 magnetic rails, and then I stick them in oversized heat shrink tubing and shrink it down so that there's a nice soft rubber coating on top of it, no chance of scratching anything. So for ratchets, what do we have? We have a full Icon 1/2 inch, 3/8, another 3/8, 1/4 inch. The Die Hardened 1/2, 3/8, 1/4, some Tone Japanese ratchets. Again, flex heads, really wonderful ratchets, 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 inch. a little tiny Koken, Tone. This is kind of an unusual Tone 1/2-inch stubby flex. Really nice. The KTC roto head, wonderful ratchet. We'll talk about a lot of these in other videos, so make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more details on these tools. Olsa roto heads, really nice, 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch. And back here, we have a full review coming up of some Capri tools, but these are the Capri locking flex heads in 1/2 inch, 3/8 and 1/4 inch, and a non-locking flex head, also Capri. The 90 tooths are the locking ones, and the this one here I think is an 80 tooth or 72 tooth, I can't remember. Then we get into Snap-on land over here. So Snap-on, this is my one Snap-on 100 tooth round head, and then some Snap-on flex heads, non-locking. Beautiful Snap-on 1/2 inch. One of the Snap-on indexable heads in 1/4 inch. These are super cool. We talked about these in some videos, and we'll talk about them more. Snap-on roto head, 1/4 inch. And then Koken land. Koken 3/8 inch flex head, one of the old school Kokens. These are lower tooth counts, but they have these beautiful knurled handles on them. And they're really kind of a joy to use. So also in 3/8. And some more Koken. Koken makes these wonderful ratchets, and a 1/4 inch body with a 3/8 inch anvil. It's just a really nice ratchet to have. That's what I had up top here as well. And then Koken 1/4 inch. Random GearWrench 90 tooth. I'm not really that big of a fan of GearWrenches, but got to have at least one in the collection. Some Koken breaker bars in 3/8 inch short, 3/8 inch long, 1/2 inch, some Milwaukee long reach sockets. More Snap-on 3/8 inch breaker bars. These are 3/8 inch nut driver attachments for sockets, work really well. This is a Koken one. This is I think it's a Tangy Tools. Yep. I did a review on these recently. Astro drivers, some more 1/4 inch tools, some more nut drivers. I love these Snap-on handled extensions so much I have 2 of them. I also have a Koken version of a nut driver, and that is the socket drawer. What should we look at next? This is all extensions. We have some Koken extensions. They make these beautiful knurled extensions, really nice. This is a 1/4 inch non-wobble head. And this is the 3/8 inch versions in a wobble head, and these are the wobble fix. So if you put them on the first position, it's a wobble socket, and you put it on the second position, it's a fixed direction socket or extension. Super long extensions in the back, some Icon 3/8 inch non-wobble extensions, a bunch of locking extensions. These come in handy sometimes. Some 1/2 inch, a flex extension comes in handy an awful lot. I like these T-handle drivers. I have them in 1/2 inch and 3/8 inch. Koken makes this wonderful spinning T-handle. Some random torque sticks, these Philo nut drivers as well, sort of T-handle nut drivers, a set of basically every kind of extension or adapter you might need, and I just link them all together. It makes them easy to store. What's next? Screwdriverville. Yeah, so I like a lot of Wera tools. These are a Wera set, stainless steel screwdrivers, and a set of vessel screwdrivers. Both of these are some of my favorites. And also a Wiha screwdriver set. These are sort of demolition style that you can hammer on, heavier duty. I don't use them as often for, driving screws, but when you need something heavy duty, these are the new Tekton German-made screwdrivers. Quite nice. The Klein ball head, really nice driver. And some vessels. This one's an impact vessel. But, honestly, this new Klein is so nice. I used to really like the vessel ball heads, but... and then I keep in my screwdriver drawer also a set of nut drivers. These are, again, Wera nut drivers. All metric, again. And I love this Wera 7mm flexible shaft. Or this is a Wiha flexible shaft. This is perfect for German car hose clamps. And then over here we have Wera hex, Wera torques, Wera screwdrivers in stubby, Wera torques and stubby, Wera micro drivers, another set of Torx drivers. And that is screwdriver drawer. Wrench drawer number 1. We have GearWrench ratcheting combination wrenches. Well, actually they're double box. One side ratchets, one side doesn't. Long pattern, really nice. And then we have the mountain / platinum / icon. These things are great for low clearance applications. Full set of those. Again, this is Toolbox Widget organizers. Work really well when you have something that doesn't otherwise fit in a particular segment. These are some cheap double box ratcheting, some GearWrench stubby ratcheting wrenches, some Icon stubby flex ratcheting wrenches. These are Astro. I love the Astro thin. They call them these razor wrenches because they're much thinner than most others. Really nice. This is Ernst screwdriver organizers that I find work really well for wrenches as well. So Toolbox Widget over here, Toolbox Widget, Ernst for organizers. Easy Red organizers. I have some Crowfoot style Crowfoot style extensions for the things. These are torque adapters. These work really cool. I have both Crom and this one's a Capri. And this is a set, I think these are Icon Crowfoots. Obviously this is not part of the set. A Crom wrench extender. The Wera Joker adjustables. I tried this in the big size and I didn't like it as much, but this particular size works great. Keep it in my wrench drawer. Next, wrench drawer. These are non-ratcheting wrenches. We have these angle wrenches. These are from Icon. A set of Blue Point / Snap-on 1950s double open-end wrenches. Love these. Have had them forever. These are Worth double box non-ratcheting. Super nice. They have a really nice extended end on both sides. And they work really good when you can't get access to something. Flare nut wrenches, again, all metric. Everything in here is metric. A set of regular combination wrenches that go from 6 to 30, and then some larger sizes, 32, 36, 38, and 40. And then a set of regular Icon stubbies, combination wrenches. These are my old Matco combination wrenches, which I've had for years and really like them. There are some redundancies of wrenches in here, and I'll eventually weed out some of the redundants and set them up in another toolbox. Going down, this is 1/4-inch hex land. So these are all sort of 1/4-inch hex drivers of different kinds. We have the Weras and the Wihas, quite nice. Some ratcheting ones, a little Dremel power one, which is kind of nice. Bunch of bits. Bottom drawer is sort of oversized tools, hammers for the vice grips, larger wrenches, a couple air tools, Thor air hammer from Astro, a couple other tools, inspection borescope thing. This is the power drawer with Milwaukee 12 and 18 volt tools. The charger drawer, flashlights as well. That's my junk drawer. This is for knives and smaller picks and cutting tools, that sort of thing. Okay, then we're getting up top here. Forgot to put this back. Throw that down here for now. So it's a tall drawer, and people say, well, how do you get to the top? So I have not yet populated this drawer here because I can't really get to that one very easily, or this, but all the other drawers are filled. And I do keep a little step stool here so that if I have to get up to the top, I can. And then I can easily get to this top drawer, which is empty. In the overhead, I keep mostly blow molded kits, full sort of grab and go. Quinn 3/8 inch, Quinn 1/4 inch set, a Quinn impact set, Quinn bit set, Gadore 1/2 inch set, really nice. And a bunch of other things that don't get used as often. My picks, some ancient snap-on picks, some brand new snap-on picks, some Mayhew Pro Grip made in USA, sort of large size picks. My measurement drawer, calipers and such. This drawer still needs some work. It's mostly my torque wrenches and a bunch of other stuff that haven't sort of found a home yet, but I like the snap-on split beam torque wrenches and a Precision Instruments split beam torque wrench, snap-on digital torque wrench, and then just a NACO quarter inch and little digital quarter inch. This is my plier drawer. This is pretty nice. These are Ernst plier organizers, and they work really well. This is all Knipex stuff, and we've talked about many of these. We can talk about them more in the future. This is Snap-on-ville over here. Wiha tools. These are all the Icon tools. Some Japanese pliers over here. Yeah, and some other miscellaneous stuff. My funky shaped pliers live over here. In this particular one, this is the ones that have any sort of spring-loaded pliers. Live in this one here because it keeps the handles shut automatically. Don't have to use little straps or anything on them. This is another money drawer here. This is my impact drawer. So what do we have for impacts? These are all 1/2-inch impacts. These are all Capris. The Capris are relatively new to me. We'll be doing a full review on them soon. But on 1/2-inch deep, it goes 13 all the way to 36. And then 13 to 27 in the regular depth. I'm sorry, 10 to, I keep the 10, 11, 12s over here. 10 to 27 and 10 to 36. These are all wheel nut sockets, some universals. Some more Capri, shallow and deep. Actually, these are mid-length and deep impacts. The Astro Universal 3/8 inch. These things are awesome. I use these all the time. They work great. Definitely one of my go-to tools. And the Astro Nano impacts, which I really like. We've shown these on the channel before, but they will either fit into these wrenches or you can put them on a 3/8 inch impact or 1/2 inch. So this is 1/2 inch, 3/8 inch, quarter inch. This is the Astro bit set in the Nano. So it has Torx, it has triple squares, and it has hex. And these come normally on the V-rail, but I find that the V-rail actually doesn't work quite as well in my box. And then these are Astro Goliath extensions that don't lose as much torque in both 3/8 inch and 1/2 inch. Koken wheel nut sockets. Again, these are the Astro Nano wrenches in the sizes for what they call the quarter inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch, but it's really 17 millimeter, 19 millimeter, and I can't remember what the smallest one is. Some Astro impact adapters for 3/8 or for quarter inch hex impact drivers. And over here is my one drawer that has SAE standard tools in it. This is, again, a Capri set. We'll be covering these in more detail in an upcoming video. But a Capri 3/8 inch SAE standard impact set in shallow, mid, and deep. And then in the 1/2 inch in shallow and deep, also Capris. And then just a set of chromey standard sockets for the few times that I may need them. I do keep a full set of standard tools, just not in this toolbox. Over here, these are all sort of my grab and go little mini sets. You know, the Wera tool check, the Icon mini sets, some Wiha mini sets. These are really nice. The Klein tool one is new to me, and I'm sort of playing with that a little bit, trying to learn a little bit more about Klein tools. A little Wera and a Wiha grab and go sets, little Worth set. And then these are the Astro impacts with like extensions and swivels built in. They take up a little bit of room on the toolbox, so they get a drawer to themselves, and it's not the easiest to access drawer, but in 3/8 and 1/2 inch. These things are awesome. I really think these are fantastic tools. I've only used them a few times so far, but really like them. They're a little bit bulky to store though. They do come in a little case, so you can keep them in their blow molded case. But that's pretty much it for the toolbox tour on my new Icon tool chest. And you can see the old one there. And let me know in the comments if you want to see full tool reviews of anything else, what you like, what you don't like, and what you thought of the toolbox tour. At any rate, that is Tools and Twisties, and we are out.